Hey guys, today we are going to do a statue tour here in the office studio. I do have a few statues here already. A few of my lines that I collect are here, and I think it's already worth sharing since it's already mid-year. This is not an office studio tour. What I'm going to show you guys are just the statues and not the stuff that are here in the studio. So with that said, let's start. Okay, so we are going to start here in the Final Fantasy area of the rack. This is my FF7 collection so far. I do have one more at home, which is still a Sephiroth, but more on that later, I guess. The first one here is we have Red 13 from the Final Fantasy VII game. He's one of the early cool characters you get in the game. Second, or next to him, which is from the same studio, is we have Vincent. Vincent is actually a secret character from the game, which you will get later when you go back to the hometown of Cloud, which is the main guy. And next to him is we have Sephiroth. I chose to display him without the wings because I don't have the space for that, and I think it's not that stable. Anyway, Sephiroth is the main villain of the game and probably one of the most famous villains of all time in all video games. And moving on to the top, I guess first is we have Zidane. Zidane is the main character from the Final Fantasy IX game. So he's the first one from the FF9, and I'm gonna get Freya, I think, next. They already did Vivi, which is too bad I missed that one and it's currently too expensive, but hopefully I could get that in the future. Moving on, next to Sephiroth is we have the wing Venom. Again, I did not display Venom with the wings because I think I don't have the space for that, and I do have to move this guy to my home since that's where I intended him to be displayed. I'm also still debating on which painter I should send this guy because I do need to get the base repainted and maybe Venom. Okay, moving on, we have my Wolverine collection. So first actually is we have my personal grail Wolverine, which is the Killerr Wolverine by Eric Sosa. So I chose to display him with the unmasked portrait because all of my Wolverine are already masked, and I believe this one has the better portrait. Above him is the Cruel Wolf Wolverine, which is highly inspired from this Wolverine. So I have him on the normal cowl portrait, which is good, I think. Moving on is we have the Berserker Wolverine. This is an astonishing Wolverine costume with some dead ninjas on the base. And yeah, I think this is a very gory Wolverine, but I chose to display him on a simple switch outs. Moving on is we have my X-Force Wolverine, which is sculpted by Franco Carlissimo. This is my only Franco statue. Actually, I have no other one even on pre-order. And I think this is the best X-Force Wolverine in the market right now. Next, moving on is another Killerr Wolverine, but this is version 2, still by Eric Sosa, but this is the brown Wolverine. I didn't get the yellow one. And lastly, the guy behind him is the Alex Ross Wolverine. This is a museum type Wolverine, obviously. And one thing to note is that all my Wolverine actually have metal claws. I don't have plastic or resin claws. And above my Wolverine, I have my 2 Dragon Ball collection. Both of these guys came from the same studio, which is KDC. This is the father and son diorama of Goku and Gohan, and we have Majin Vegeta next to them. And moving on to the next part of the rack is we have my Moon Knight. I did choose to use the MCU portrait, although his body isn't MCU, but I do prefer to use those. The other 3 portraits are actually just here at the base because I already sent the box to the place where I store them and I forgot to put them back. Moving on is we have my Grail Venom. I believe this is the best Venom right now. Still my favorite even though the Wing Venom is already here. I think it's really hard to beat this guy due to the paint and the present it gives. Anyway, here he is displayed. Next to him is we have my Black Daredevil, or I think it's the Shadowlands Daredevil or Wasteland. But anyway, so I did review this guy also recently. I displayed him here. I actually moved my Sideshow Daredevil next to him so that They could look good together since they're both Daredevils. And next to that is we have my Grail Doctor Doom. This is the best Doctor Doom in the market, right? Nothing much to say. I haven't sent into the painter yet, but I'll hopefully do that soon. And last statue on the list is we have the Incredible Hulk by Alejandro Pereira. I have him here because I was planning to move all of my Avengers on this section, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But hopefully on the next statue tour on the office, I'll be able to do that.